Home, displaced, understanding the implications of gentrification and urban sprawl. Good day to all. Today, we ask a crucial question: who gets to call the city home? As our cities grow, so do the challenges that come with progress. Two major forces silently shaping our communities are gentrification and urban sprawl. On the surface, they may seem like signs of development, but underneath, they often leave deep and lasting consequences. Let's start with gentrification. Gentrification is the process by which urban neighborhoods, usually those historically underfunded or overlooked, undergo redevelopment and investment. Old buildings are renovated, trendy cafes and condos pop up, and suddenly, a once quiet and struggling community becomes the latest hotspot. Sounds good, right? Well, it's not that simple, because with rising property values come rising rents. Long-time residents, often low-income families and marginalized groups, are pushed out. They simply can't afford to stay in the neighborhoods they've lived in for generations. Their culture, their stories, their roots are displaced. It's a common story. Gentrification doesn't just change buildings, it changes lives, often without consent or compensation. The very people who made the neighborhood vibrant are the ones who get left behind. Now, let's turn our attention to urban sprawl. Urban sprawl happens when cities expand outward instead of upward, stretching far into rural lands and suburbs. With it come highways, shopping malls, and subdivisions. Land that once held forests, farms, and open space becomes paved over. While this kind of expansion might provide more housing or reduce crowding in the city center, it has its own set of problems. Longer commutes, heavier traffic, environmental degradation, increased carbon emissions, and the loss of valuable agricultural land. But the most concerning aspect, urban sprawl often deepens inequality. When wealthy families move to far-flung gated communities with better infrastructure, what's left behind are inner-city neighborhoods with fewer resources and less investment. Public services, schools, and transportation suffer. And again, it's the most vulnerable who are affected. Gentrification and urban sprawl may seem like opposite sides of the urban equation, but they're two symptoms of the same illness. Development without inclusion, growth without justice, and profit over people. So what can we do? First, awareness. That's why we're here today. Second, policy. Urban development must include affordable housing programs, tenant protections, and zoning laws that prevent displacement. Third, community voice. Residents must be consulted in the planning process. No more development without representation. And finally, we must remember, cities are more than buildings and roads. They are people, families, history, and culture. Development should not erase identity. It should uplift it. We can create communities that grow responsibly, that respect history while embracing progress, that value people and not just property. Let's stand for inclusive cities. Let's protect the homes and hearts of our communities. This has been your community voice. Together, let's build a future where no one is left behind.